Hi, I'm Laurel Thompson. As a string teacher, I often encounter students who have trouble playing in tune. But it's possible to play in tune by developing a strong internal sense of pitch and incorporating specific intonation practices into your daily routine. Do you hear an internal recording of the notes you're playing, about to shift to, or improvise microseconds before you create them? The ability to hear music internally and understand its elements, or what is known as audiation, comes naturally to some, but can be developed in anyone. Try this technique. Spend time listening to commercial recordings of the music you play. Sing internally as you listen, and pay attention to where the melody goes up or down, or makes big leaps versus small steps. Notice the phrasing. Where does one thought begin and end? Also, learn to feel rhythm and meter. Now try clapping the beat or vocalizing the rhythm. Da 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 da. For example, for a syncopated eighth note to quarter note pattern. Though seemingly unconnected to intonation, knowing the timing in which you need to prepare your fingers will help you prepare for their correct tuning. Any G, D, A, or E played on a violin, or C, G, D, or A on a viola, as well as certain undertones and overtones, will cause its corresponding open string to vibrate sympathetically. Use this to train your ear for perfect intonation. Play a fingered D, either fourth finger on the G string or third finger on the A. In his book, A Violinist's Guide for Exquisite Intonation, Barry Ross gives this advice. While holding the tone, use another finger to lightly touch the related open string. If the pitch is perfect, your light touch will stop the sympathetic vibration of the open string, momentarily producing an unmistakable click. If the fingered pitch is just ever so slightly off, you don't get that same clicking sound when you tap the open string. Try all your first position octaves, third fingers to corresponding open strings, and all your unisons, fourth fingers to open strings. Once you recognize the ringing, resonant sound of these pitches played perfectly in tune, you'll be able to create them without stopping to check with an open string. Sometimes you may hear the pitch you need to create, but something in your left-hand technique causes you to miss the mark. Gripping, a thumb that hangs back near the peg box, or a wrist collapsed into the neck can cause intonation problems, usually of the flat, sour kind. A thumb that hangs back near the peg box can make it hard to reach your positions on the fingerboard. Similarly with a wrist that's collapsed into the neck. For an ideal position, there's no gripping between the thumb and the base of the first finger, and all your fingers can reach all the strings as needed. The same thing can be caused by lack of finger preparation, especially when changing strings. For instance, consider the simple descending scale fragment. First finger B on the A, open A, third finger G on the D string. Especially when playing fast, your third finger needs to get into position above the D string while you're playing on the open A. If instead your third finger hangs back, you'll likely be flat. Assuming you have decent equipment, recording yourself is the only way to truly hear yourself as others do. You might consider picking up an inexpensive flash recorder. Listening objectively to yourself while playing is difficult, if not impossible, but listening to a recording is both simple and more effective. Many intonation issues come to light only when heard recorded. If playing from sheet music, mark the issues as you notice them during playback. Up or down arrows indicating to play a bit higher or lower, respectively, can make all the difference. Creating relative intonation within a melody is a starting point. However, stringed instruments usually perform in ensemble or with accompaniment. Playing in tune in ensemble adds additional intonation considerations, so take every opportunity to play with others. Same instrument duets, 2 violins, 2 violas, can especially be enlightening. Play slowly and fine-tune each harmony. There should be no irritation in the sound unless you're playing a dissonant interval like a minor second or a half step. If you lack a duet buddy or a group, get started with harmonic tuning by using your open strings. Play an open A against an open D, which should be tuned to a perfect fifth, followed by first finger B against open D, a major sixth. Notice that a slightly flat B played harmonically sounds best here. If I played that same B in a melodic sense, it would sound flat. Now try the F sharp on the D string, your second finger, against the open A for a minor third. Again, the need for a slightly lower pitch would sound ideal in a harmonic situation. Intonation on a stringed instrument is not set in stone. You may need to adjust it in order to harmonize with others. You can also choose to modify it to provide an expressiveness that violin family instruments are known for. For example, playing tight half steps in solo or string ensemble situations, rather than following the tempered tuning of a keyboard, can create an increased sense of melodic movement. I'm Laurel Thompson. Thanks for listening to Strings Guides.